Thanks, Adam. Some people get all the best jobs, don't they? But actually, the English wine industry has a lot to cheer about over the last couple of years, particularly last year. Fantastic vintage because of that long, hot summer. A lot of sugar in the grapes. Not a huge quantity, but certainly plenty of quality there. You might think this year hasn't been quite so good. In fact, we've done quite well. The spring was nice, so it got the fruit setting well on the vine. We've had some rain through the summer to keep things going, and then a fine September, fine warm September that allowed the grapes to ripen ready for the harvest. So there's quality this year, but there's also quantity. We're talking about a bumper crop. Hasn't been quite so good, of course, for cereal farmers. You'll remember the photographs, pictures back in the August with all that torrential rain, crop lying quite sadly on the ground in many areas. Sterling efforts by the farmers, though, means that we did get the harvest in, and it's actually a higher wheat and barley yield than last year. Quality, though, not as good as it could be, and in fact the continental farmers have done a little bit better than us in that regard. But what about the week ahead? Well, certainly I think a bit of frost is going to be an issue, but fairly patchy and fairly slight as well, but certainly some chilly nights to start with. You'll notice, though, that risk lessens as the week goes on. That's because the winds will be picking up and also bringing in a fair number of showers. We've got plenty of those this afternoon across eastern Scotland and down those eastern coasts of England. A pretty unpleasant afternoon, actually, with further heavy showers to come. For most of us, though, well, there'll be some brightness coming through. Showers fairly well scattered, but it is feeling quite cool out there. Top temperatures around about 11 or 12 degrees in that light north to northwesterly wind. And then through tonight, as skies clear, well, we have to watch out for another autumnal problem, patchy fog. I think the most likely areas, southern Scotland, northern England, through the Midlands into East Anglia. It will be patchy, but there's going to be some dense patches around, so watch out if you're travelling later tonight and first thing tomorrow morning. And there's that patchy frost as well. As I say, there won't be much of it. Temperatures in a few places just getting down close to freezing. On to tomorrow, we still have some showers to watch out for, but I think this time more particularly across northwest Scotland, Northern Ireland, running into northern parts of England and Wales. For the bulk of England and Wales, though, it should be a fairly dry and quite bright day. Not too bad at all, actually. Temperatures a little bit higher in the south, perhaps up around 14 degrees, and with lighter winds, it shouldn't feel too bad at all. But if we zoom away from the UK, we have to take a look at this mass of cloud that's beginning to brew up down to the southwest. It's all tied in with this area of low pressure, and that's the direction our weather's going to be coming from for the next couple of days. Pushing up from the southwest, little wriggles on that weather front, always threatening southeastern parts of England, and low pressure really taking over for most of the UK. So an unsettled theme, as you can imagine, through the rest of this week. Tuesday looks like the wettest day for most of us. I think particularly across southern England, Wales, through the Midlands. Some wet weather too across the northwest of England and for Northern Ireland for a time. But that should all gradually move away, I think, through Tuesday night, pushing out into the North Sea. But that's when that low starts to move in. So some fairly brisk winds, I think, developing across Northern Ireland. A breezy day, quite a showery day here as well come Wednesday. And look at those temperatures right down to 8 or 9 degrees at best. It really is going to feel quite chilly. Perhaps some rain for a time in the southeast of England, clearing away, but for many of us, some bright spells and just a few scattered showers. A similar picture on Thursday, the showers becoming rather more extensive, I think, heavy and possibly thundery at times, still quite chilly as well. And again, just the risk of perhaps some more persistent rain for a time across the southeast of England. The end of the week, still an unsettled theme to things, with low pressure very much taking over, some brisk winds bringing in further showers. So that's the forecast for the week ahead. Now it's back to Adam with his bottle of bubbly in champagne. All right for some.